Good morning. We are live. It is Thursday, the 9th of September, the first day of the NFL season. And I am excited to talk about the Haunted Mansion. What's going on with you, my friends? I hope you are ready for another Good Morning Disney episode where we talk about the news of the day. You caught me eating my breakfast. I'm not done. I should have waited another minute. Good Morning Disney is live right now. Welcome in. My name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. We talk Monday through Friday, God willing, work winning, breakfast willing. We didn't go live yesterday, had stuff to do. But generally 3, 4, 5 days a week, we go live for Good Morning Disney, and it's a lot of fun. We talk about what's going on in the world of Disney. Disney news is my favorite news. Haunted Mansion Disney news might be my very, very, very favorite Disney news. Nice to see you too. Hello, Sandy Norris. Hello, Eileen Iskra. What's going on to everybody who's in the chat? We have Disney Parks news, a new song. We have Disney Haunted Mansion news, 2 different pieces of Haunted Mansion news, and more. It's going to be a good day. Let's get right to it. Well, let me show you what else we've got to share with you. We've got quite a few things today. Haunted Mansion Muppet premiere date. We've got at least 1 star. Actually, we've got 3 people. I think they call it on the call sheet now, but at least 1 star. Yes, Eileen knows in the chat. Benedict Cumberbatch is commenting on Scarlett Johansson's suit. Disney Cruise Lines gets a kind of an award and again a new song. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about it. Owen Wilson, you say? Yes. Let's get him in here. You know who Owen Wilson is, right? It's all over the internet. This is from the Hollywood Reporter, always giving credit where credit is due. Owen Wilson to star in the Disney Haunted Mansion. They say it's exclusive, but it's not. It's everywhere. Owen Wilson has joined the cast of, excuse me. Owen Wilson has joined the cast of Haunted Mansion, Disney's family adventure spook fest, based on one of the company's signature theme park rides. Let's talk about it. I love the Haunted Mansion. I like the Haunted Mansion movie, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's funny, and it's a decent movie. But as I've said a zillion times on this show, and I'll say it again, and on this channel, and anytime anybody asks me, it's a good movie. It's not a good Haunted Mansion movie. There's so much more you can do. I've never wanted to be a filmmaker more than when you said, I mean, what a dream to be given the Haunted Mansion movie as your creation. You can create whatever you want. I don't know why it was so non-Haunted Mansion-y. I mean, it was bad as it relates to its connection to the Haunted Mansion. There's so many stories you could go with there. I don't know. I was greatly disappointed with that. I have great hope that this will be better. Owen Wilson has joined the cast of Haunted Mansion, Disney's family adventure spook fest, based on one of the company's signature theme park rides. Wilson joins Lakeith Stanfield and Tiffany Haddish in a role for a production that is described as an ensemble in nature. Let's show you who we're talking about. In case you don't know, hey, Hatbox Goes, perfect timing for you to be here. Owen Wilson, you know, right? Let's just show you Owen Wilson. In case you don't know, who doesn't know Owen Wilson, right? So there's Owen Wilson. Oh, let's scroll down so you can actually see him. There's Owen Wilson, right? We know him from, well, according to this, known for the Royal Tenenbaums, Wedding Crashers, Bottle Rocket, Starsky and Hutch. How about Lakeith Stanfield? What do we know him from? Sorry to Bother You, Knives Out, Short Term 12, Selma. Got to be honest, watched Knives Out. I've never even heard of the other. Well, I know Selma, of course. But he's a big name. And then you got Tiffany Haddish. Everybody knows her. And according to IMDb, she's known for Girls Trip, Night School, Like a Boss, and Keanu. I haven't seen any of those movies. But she's a big name. Owen Wilson is a big name. I have a little pull at the Haunted Mansion. I'll pass on your thoughts. Just please do Hatbox Ghost. See, and that's the thing. I'm just going to dive into it. We can have a Hatbox Ghost movie. We can have a Leota movie. We can have a backstory movie. Matter of fact, there's 2 or 3 backstory movies. We can have the Society of Explorers Haunted Mansion thing. We can have the Hitchhiking Ghosts. We can have the Ghost Host. It wouldn't even be hard to dive in and have a great movie or a great movie and a great possibility, a great story as it relates to a Haunted Mansion. This will bring a little hope to me and to others. Again, they had Eddie Murphy starring in the last one, and it was kind of a dud. So again, I don't think it was a bad movie. I just don't think it was a good Haunted Mansion movie. Back to the article from The Hollywood Reporter. Justin Simeon, who previously helmed Dear White People and Bad Hair, is making his big-budget studio debut by directing the feature project from a script by Katie Dippold, Dan Lin, and Jonathan Eric. Nobody knows these people. Who produced Disney's billion-dollar grossing live-action remake of Aladdin. I approve. And they're producing blah, 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 blah. Story details are being kept in the dark. See what they did there. But it is known for ostensibly the film will follow a family that moves into to the mansion. Sometimes these bloggers, they just drive me crazy. However, it's the characters around the nucleus that will have the big portion of the moonlight shining on them. The project begins shooting in Atlanta in October. That's good news. It is the latest to be based on one of the company's classic rides, comes in the wake of the studio releasing Jungle Cruise, blah, 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 blah. Some guy named Nick Reynolds will executive produce Mansion. Wilson became a fan favorite when he played Mobius, a middle manager who works with Tom Hiddleston's Lord of Mischief in Marvel's Loki. I don't know, I think he was a fan favorite before that. The series that unspooled in June and July on Disney Plus. Blah. This is a horrible article. Point in all this is it's a big name. I like Owen Wilson very much. I think he's a funny guy. I think it'll work just fine if the story's good. There you go. That's my 2 cents. What do you guys think in chat? Let me know. Hatbox Ghost. What do you think? I especially need to know from Hatbox Ghost. Are you excited about Owen Wilson being involved or not? There's other Haunted Mansion movie information also that you probably already heard. I love the Muppets. See what Hatbox Ghost said. Hatbox Ghost says if a Haunted Mansion was done at least to the quality level of the movie Jungle Cruise, then it could be fun to watch. Original movie was just okay at best. I agree. If you don't consider it a Haunted Mansion movie, the movie's fine. It's just a movie. It's fine. Eddie Murphy makes me laugh. It's fine. It's not that good. But it wastes such great material of the Haunted Mansion, if you ask me. It would be like The Pirates of the Caribbean is a great movie. And it's a great movie because it was a great story and Johnny Depp does a great job. You had the great lead, Johnny Depp, Eddie Murphy, but you didn't have a great story. So I very much hope they have a great story here. The fact that it's about a family that moves in the mansion again kind of scares me. I got to be honest. I don't need to be introduced to new characters. Tell me more about the characters I already love. Should I say that again? I will. I don't need to be introduced to new characters. Tell me more. Give me more story about the characters we love. By the way, on Saturday's show, the Good Morning Disney show continues on Saturday. We call it We Have Spoken. It's a Star Wars show, me and my daughter Reagan. There's rumors that there's a trilogy being planned for Ben Solo. And that's the kind of thing I want. I don't need Star Wars to give me new characters, although I'm down with it. Grogu, Mandalorian, Gina Carano. I'm down with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But in this case, when you're taking a Haunted Mansion movie, I don't need new characters. Like Star Wars, give me new characters. It's fine. It's a big, bold universe. But this is a Haunted Mansion movie. Tell me more about the mansion. Tell me more about the hitchhiking ghost. Tell me more about the ghost host. Tell me more about Master Gracie. Tell me more about the paintings. Tell me more about the graveyard. Tell me more about the gatekeeper and his dog. Tell me more about stuff we already are in love with. Give me the wife's attic story. Attic, not addict. We don't need to know a story about a real estate agent coming into town and I don't need that. Just my 2 cents. Back to more Haunted Mansion stuff, away from my opinion stuff. Muppets Haunted Mansion gets premiere date from InsideTheMagic.net, but it's everywhere. I do love the little shrimp guy. It's just too funny. I'll just read from this and we'll give my opinion. Wait, what? Yes, you read that right. The Muppets will soon be taking over one of the most popular attractions Disney has ever made and will give it their own Muppet twist. Muppets Haunted Mansion will feature all of your favorite Muppets, including Kermit, Miss Piggy, Gonzo, Fozzie Bear, and more. Disney has finally given us a premiere date. Muppets Haunted Mansion will be part of the Boo releases for Disney's Halloween stream, happening on Disney Plus, and will premiere the streaming service on October 8th. Long sentence to say October 8th. That is plenty of time to watch the new movie on repeat before going trick-or-treating. Blah, 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 blah. The great Gonzo, world-famous daredevil artiste, has done it all, seen it all, and survived it all. But on Halloween night, the fearless Gonzo takes on the greatest challenge of his life by spending one very daring night in the most grim, grinning place on earth, the Haunted Mansion. I already feel like this is going to be better than the Haunted Mansion. We'll see. Inspired by all 4 of the iconic Disney Haunted Mansion attractions located across the globe at various Disney parks, the Muppets Haunted Mansion includes many hidden Easter eggs for Disney fans. That's what we want. That's what we want. And Muppet-sized sets and props that help immerse viewers in the storytelling experience. This marks the Muppets' first ever Halloween special and features 3 new original songs. Rest in Peace, Life, Rest in Peace, Life Hereafter, and Tie the Knot Tango. It made me laugh already. A star-studded Muppets cast, celebrity cameos, and spooky fun for families to enjoy together. Disney, are you listening? Do a Haunted Mansion Muppet Disney YouTuber special. Goals. Some guy, some other guy, and another person who may be a female or a male, not sure, name's Lee, serve as executive producers, and some guy is the director. What is really exciting about the movie is that it will incorporate aspects from all 4 versions of the Haunted Mansion found throughout the various theme parks around the world. Both Disneyland and Walt Disney World have what they refer to as the Haunted Mansion, although they do have their own fun variations. That each of them are different. The Disneyland Paris, the ride is known as Phantom Manor, and at Hong Kong Disneyland, it's known as Mystic Manor. You guys know that stuff, right? Disney also recently announced that Glee star Darren Criss, I don't know this person, would also be joining the cast, probably a singing person. Chris shared a photo of himself, oh, here we go, on Instagram, and it looks as though he will be playing the brave but also terrified groundskeeper who looks after the Haunted Mansion. Chris, I don't know you, but I love you already. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Playing a character we already know and love, and I want to know more about. I mean, what do we know about him? He's scared and he has a dog and he has a light. That's everything we know. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Gotta love Grease, right? If you would like to prepare for all things Muppets and the Haunted Mansion before the film premieres, you can watch this fun video of the deadly blah, 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 blah. So there's a self-guided tour. I'm not going to play it now. Oh, I didn't mean to play it right there. But you can go on the Disney Parks blog. It's right there. It's pretty funny. I don't know what that big creepy guy is, but I like him. Let me get caught up in chat. Love the movie with him and Jackie Chan, says my mom. Are we talking about Mr. Wilson still? If Haunted Mansion was done at least, we said that already. There are many stories and mysteries about many of the characters in the Haunted Mansion, right? Exactly, Hatbox Ghost. I feel like I should have said that deeper. Hey, Lisa Z in the house. What's going on? Fulton says, good morning. I have some breaking news. You always do. I have an interview with, oh, that's awesome, buddy. Congratulations. I hope you get it. Congratulations, man. There are 3 different versions of the Hatbox Ghost. There you go. Exactly, right? So the Hatbox Ghost knows, right? The origin story. Disney's so good at origin stories, right? So the origin story of like Big Thunder Mountain. It's a mining town and there was an earthquake. And in the story of, I'm talking about the LA one at least, the Anaheim one. The story is there's a old mining town and there was an earthquake and it got devastated. And that's why it's shaking, right? The backstory of, there's backstories, of all these attractions that we know. You know, the story of Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously, it's pirates, they took over a town. They have these backstories. The Haunted Mansion has various stories. Master Gracie is in charge of the mansion. Oh, no, wait, there's a bride who 7 times took out her husband. Oh, no, there's this society of explorers. There's all these different interconnected, less connected than people might think, stories that are the background for the Haunted Mansion. You could take one, you could take all 3. I mean, there's so many ways you can go about this. I'll say it again. If you just did a movie about Hitchhiking Ghosts, I would watch. If you just did one about the groundskeeper, I would watch. If you just did one about our ghost host, I would watch. Is that Master Gracie? Is it not? I would watch a Master Gracie based movie. I think there's so many options here. There's so many characters. I mean, if I just looked at my Funko Pop collection of Haunted Mansion characters, there's probably 10 different stories you can come up with pretty easily. So I'm begging you, people of the story, don't screw it up. I have confidence in the Haunted Mansion Muppet movie. From what I just read, it sounds wonderful. I want the Easter eggs. I want to know more about the characters and the creatures that we know. What's down the hallway that goes forever? What's up with that clock? Tell me about the party where everybody's dancing. What are they dueling about? Why is there a piano from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? I mean, I need to know these things. So anyway, that's what I want to know. If you know anything about the Haunted Mansion, you know what most of those references are. We're going to pivot right now. Hatbox Ghost says, oh, there we go. We just need to be right, Hatbox Ghost? I should probably do a video of, oh my, there's a praying mantis. I'm upstairs and there's a praying mantis on my window. That's cool. I can go check him out. You're cool looking. Anyway, I've almost done a video, and I thought about doing a video about how I would redo, what I would do, how I would fix, what I would make better, how I would change, what I would keep. And you could do a whole series on all kinds of attractions and movies and Disney things. And it might be something I do someday. But the Haunted Mansion one, well, I feel pretty strongly about it. Rock and Roller Coaster and Haunted Mansion are probably the two that I feel most strongly about, because I'm a lunatic nut job. We did a history episode on Haunted Mansion, and it might have been one of the most fun shows. I need to go hear that. I need to go back and listen to more of your stuff. I discovered you guys, you already had some stuff. We just need, yes, I love that. I love that. Good morning to you, Mouse Ears and Magic Podcast. Small little group today, guys, but I'm glad you guys are here. Those of you who are here, thank you. I started at a different time. Maybe it threw people off. I don't know, but whatever. Everybody who's here, I appreciate. Hype Beast, which is a fun name for a website. Benedict Cumberbatch yakking about Scarlet. Let's see. Benedict is the latest Marvel Cinematic Universe actor to give his thoughts on Scarlett Johansson's ongoing lawsuit against Disney. This is a big deal. In a recent interview, Cumberbatch gives his take on the current situation, even calling it a bit of a mess. He said, quote, "It's sad what's going on between the lawyers, just the verbiage and the accusations of put it in a global pandemic context. The whole thing's just a bit of a mess. We're trying to understand what the revenue streams should be for artists that contribute to the billion-dollar businesses that is Disney, and it has to be contractualized." Scarlett claims that her contract was breached by Marvel when Black Widow was released on the streaming service, since a large part of her salary was based on the traditional box office performance. Cumberbatch also shares his opinion on how salaries for actors are tied to box office results, stating, "How does an artist's normal compensation with box office bonuses, how does it work? It's a new paradigm, and it's a very complex one. No one saw this coming, and no one should use hindsight to say, well, it should have been done. This was the first of these films that was going to get a cinematic release during the pandemic and got stalled and stalled and stalled. It's very new territory." That's all from Benedict. The lawsuit appears to be to bring divisive perspectives, with some siding with Disney and others with Scarlett Johansson. It remains to be seen how this lawsuit will conclude. If you're new to the show, there's the information. If you're a veteran of the show, you probably already know how I feel, but I'll restate it. At first, when I heard about this happening, I was a little disappointed in Disney. I mean, it's definitely something that Scarlett seems to be getting screwed on. That said, she's on an expiring contract and she sued me. Like, if from the position of Disney, if I'm Disney, if I'm the boss, if I'm the CEO, if I'm the company, whatever, and I have an expiring contract, we have a long history. I mean, she's going to be a Disney legend if she plays nice, right? Not that she probably cares about that, but perhaps she doesn't care about that, I should say. But the contract's expired. So I think you go in and say, hey, how do we make this right? How do you make me whole? And I suspect the company has a conversation and makes her whole. I suspect. I don't know. I suspect. Because they don't want the biggest stars in the world to not want to come work for Disney. That said, Disney makes the biggest movies by far. So they're probably in a pretty strong position. I'm surprised that Scarlett went this route. Now, perhaps Scarlett went to Disney and said, hey, can you make me whole? And they said, go pound sand. And in that case, what else do? You call your lawyer, I guess. And that was the perspective that I took when I originally heard about this. But the more I read about it, the less I'm on Scarlett's side, the more I'm on Disney's side. Now, to be fair, I'm a Disney homer. I defend Disney more than the average bear. I'm generally annoyed with annual pass holders or complaining about Disney things as they stand in line to buy Disney things. So I'm definitely on the, I don't know to call it defensive, but I'm on the side of Disney on most arguments just because I think they're a great company and I love what they do. I don't think there's many companies that you can argue have produced more joy and happiness than they have. So certainly in the entertainment world, staying out of the medical world, for sure, they're probably number one. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I think that the other actors have been quiet about it because they either have a contract with Disney or hope to have a contract with Disney. Benedict is doing fine. Benedict doesn't need anybody's money. Benedict can say whatever he wants. And I think he said what I think. It's kind of a shame. Feels like there's got to be a better way to handle this than letting the lawyers talk. But that's our system. It kind of sucks. I just wish Disney would cut ties, move on, and get a new EP and start for Tower of Terror. Don't screw the fans over this. They'll do something all right. They won't screw the fans. I mean, again, mouse ears and magic. That's where I get a tiny bit defensive. Disney never screws the fans. Disney makes decisions that people bitch and moan about. Disney only exists by creating happiness and entertainment for fans. So they're never doing something on purpose to screw fans. And the Scarlett Johansson thing, again, it's an expiring contract, and she's leaving the MCU, and probably, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but from everything I've read, probably the worst Marvel movie since Hulk before the Hulk, right? I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in chat. And let's move on to the next news item, shall we? I can't believe we're almost out of time. That's what I get for starting late. And again, I apologize for starting late today. Life happens, guys. But low numbers tonight. But those of you who are here, or this morning, I really appreciate you guys who are here right now. Disney Cruise Lines, where you at? Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels, the official travel agent of the Dole Whip Dad channel. Disney Cruise Line. This is from Travel and Leisure. Hey, Cinder Alley, long time no see. How have you been? I used to subscribe to Travel and Leisure, the magazine, back when people subscribe to. Do people subscribe to magazines anymore? But I really enjoyed that one. I want to travel more, right? I did then and I do now. Anyway, the readers of Travel and Leisure certainly travel and leisure a lot, right? And they certainly go on cruises. So here we go. Disney Cruise Line is the world's best, according to Travel and Leisure readers. Here's what makes it so magical. We're not going to read the whole article. Disney Cruise Line was voted #1 megaship ocean cruise line in 2021's World's Best Awards, and it's only getting better. We'll read a little bit. With incredible programming for kids and adults alike, world-class entertainment, unique dining experiences, and a hefty sprinkle of Disney magic, Disney Cruise Line continuously wows guests of all ages. So it's no wonder Travel and Leisure's readers voted it #1. I'm not going to keep reading it, but, you know, I think this is interesting. I have never done a cruise. My wife did cruises before. I was with her. Everyone says they're the best. The pricing surely shows it. If you look at cruise line, if you're a guy like me and you've never gone on a cruise and you want to go on a cruise, double the price almost to go on a Disney cruise versus a non-Disney cruise, whether you're looking at Norwegian or Royal Caribbean. And there's a lot out there, and the cruise industry is going to come back. I've dabbled in the stock market a little bit. I own a little bit of a couple, Disney, of course, and then Norwegian, and what's the other one? And some other one. What's the other one I own? I need more coffee today. I can't remember. But they just don't. The pricing is nowhere close. And apparently the quality is nowhere close either. Now, again, I'm not a traveler. I'm not a cruiser. So I don't want to speak out of line, but a Carnival cruise in Norwegian. There you go. That's what I own. So Carnival cruise in Norwegian and Disney are probably the biggest three, or in Royal, probably the biggest four. And yeah, I think that Disney's quality and cost, there you go, Cinderella, are just quite a bit more. Let's put it that way. Everybody saying hi to my friend Cinder Alley. Yeah, guys, check out Cinder Alley's channel. She's a good friend of mine. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing great, Alley. Hope you're feeling well. And glad to see you here. I've heard that other cruise ships will follow DCL ship for the fireworks. I don't know if that's a factor. I've heard that too. I also don't know if it's real. But I think my point in saying all of this and reading about this is, let me just put it this way. I'm going to be real. Yesterday's show, or day before yesterday's show, we talked about it. The other news that's out there that you all know already is the annual passes are out again. And I have good friends. I have people in chat. I have friends who I know very, very well who are annual pass holders. And there seems to be this anger right now. And I think I don't know, maybe it's the pandemic or, you know, I don't know why people who love something so much that they'll stand in line for it complain so much about something. And I think it's just hard for me to get my mind around, you know, if you love something that much that you'll stand in line for it and you drop a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 on it, yet you're still mad at them. And that seems to be fake to me. That seems to be weird to me. And it was nice for me to see, I think, a company that goes above and beyond for customer service, above and beyond to make you smile. It goes above and beyond to create experiences that are lifetime experiences. As I like to say it, this is the thing that people ask to do. This is the thing that kids ask to do when Make-A-Wish says, what would your wish be? What do you want your wish to be? Yet there's some of us who are blessed so much that we go so often that we complain about it. think it's a little, is it myopic, the word? It's a little insane. And so whether it be a movie getting pushed back or a line being too long or like the Genie Plus thing, the annual pass thing, I see my friends complaining so much about it when I think what we should be saying is thank you and may I have some more. And we are saying thank you, may I have some more, because we're standing in line and buying the passes. What say you? Thank you. Yeah, you like my travel shirt? It's my DVC shirt. Is it a DVC shirt? Yeah, one of my DVC shirts. I love it. So anyway, I think we got to all the news. Let's review. Oh man, we're almost out of time. Almost out of time, my friends. I was disappointed in the announcement of Boo Bash as well as Christmas After Hours, but it's not. Okay, let me just start over. Because I was disappointed in the announcement and I go, why? But let me read the whole thing. I was disappointed in the announcement of Boo Bash as well as the Christmas After Hours, but I'm also not buying tickets for them because of that. I don't understand the this is stupid, take my money. What were you disappointed about? I think the only answer can possibly be it was different than you expected. I think that the greatest way to be upset, sad, complaining is to have expectations of other people. I think having expectations of you should give me this. You've given me this before. You owe me this. I think it's the problem with the world, and it creeps into the Disney thing. I think when Disney changes a thing, nobody cares why. They just assume it's personal. They take it personally and they get mad, and then they stand in line and they buy the ticket. So what I say to everybody who really listens, if they're really mad, do me a favor and don't buy it so my line gets shorter. Disney's not making decisions to screw anybody. They want your money. They want your business. They want you to be a lifelong fan. DVC resorts open and they sell out in the first 18 months. Annual passes go on sale and the line, people are mad because the lines were taking so long. Of course, once they get up there, they're going to take their 45 minutes, but they're going to be mad at the people, right? I wish I could go to Club 33. I haven't yet. I'm not mad at Disney because I haven't yet. I need to have more resources come into my life so I can go to Disney or Club 33. More expensive with less offerings. Exactly. I understand price increases. That's going to happen. It's the taking away plus prices. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. That's what everybody's saying. It doesn't make sense to me that people think they should determine how much the price should be. And it also, again, I'll just restate it. It drives me crazy when people complain about something, but yet stand in line for it. And I think that the Twitterverse, the consensus on social media, the Disney Pass holders are embarrassing. But I hear what you're saying. Like, I think what you're saying is you didn't like it. So, I made a decision not to go. So when we had October trip planned and we weren't doing Boo Bash, it's not I'm mad at Disney. It's I'm making a choice to put my dollar somewhere else. I've done it a bunch of times. I love Boo Bash. It's fun. What you pay for at Boo Bash is to have less people there, which is exactly my argument. You pay extra to have less people there. And you need to dress up and there's funny characters and all that. But the thing with the public, if you change something, they assume it's less offerings. I don't know. Drives me crazy. Prices are going to go up if there's people who want it. Prices go down if there's people who don't. The first time I ever bought a Boo Bash ticket, it wasn't Boo Bash. It was Mickey's Very Scary, whatever. The Halloween party a couple years ago. My biggest complaint would have been there was too many people there. It was a sellout night, as they mostly are, and I would have liked less people there. I'm the guy who thinks they should raise prices to have less people. I'm the guy who has a video who goes live and talks about the idiot on the boat fighting. If they raise, watch this. People are going to get mad at this. If you raise prices, there would be less of that. I know. What a jerk. Did he really just say that? If you raise prices, there would be less people in there, which would make less stress. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at Disney for it. Good. But I was disappointed. So why spend my money? I mean, there you go. If you're disappointed, you shouldn't spend the money. That makes sense. If you're really mad at How dare they put Sylvester Stallone in that movie? Then I'm going to see Sylvester Stallone's movie. Yeah. So I respect that. We're on the same page. Just harder to get. Yeah, I totally get that. And that I believe you. But me and you are two people. The Twitterverse, raise prices and less idiots around. Yes. Raise prices and less people around, in general. And that means less idiots. I don't know. So there you go. Let's review the story, the show's topics today, and we didn't even talk about the new song. Let's end on the new song, guys. I saw a couple people on Instagram and maybe on Twitter too. This is from Click Orlando. You Are the Magic. Disney shares first look at original song in new show Disney Enchantment. This starts right when we were going to be there. It's too bad we won't be there. We'll go through it real fast. Nighttime Spectacular begins October 1st for the 50th anniversary celebration. It's a new song. You can go to this website. You can go to the Disney Parks website, and you've got a behind the scenes on the new song. You can hear it a little bit. I'm not going to play it here. I mean, I am too. Mouse Ears Magic. That's right. So anyway, yeah. So we got a new song coming. That should be fun. Apparently, that was a little bit of it. I didn't want to hit that. Annual passes are out for people to complain about. Disney Cruise Lines were named the best by Travel and Leisure readers. Benedict talked about Scarlet, Haunted Mansion coming, Muppet Wise, and Owen Wilson Wise. I think that's it. Show was a little convoluted today. I started late. Again, real low numbers today, but that's because I started late, I'm sure. Love you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys for being here. Mouse Ears and Magic, thank you. Allie, thank you. Eileen, thank you. Cinderella, like I said it, Cinderella. Lisa Z in the house, what's going on? Hope you're all having a great day. Hatbox Ghost. Fulton was here. Anybody I missed, thank you all for spending a little time tonight over on Pete McDevitt's channel. The NFL Watch Party kickoff the season. My Cowboys, your Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm worried I picked the Bucks to win the Super Bowl again, and I don't pick my Cowboys to win the division. But I'll be rooting for my Cowboys tonight. I do think they might cover, but that's a whole nother conversation. Love you all. Have the best day ever. See you tomorrow for Good Morning Disney, tonight for NFL Watch Party over on the Pete McDevitt Show. And then Saturday morning also for, we'll be talking about Ben Solo and maybe 3 new Ben Solo movies. That's all for now. Let's see if I missed any comments there. Timothy Rainwaters, how are you? What's going on? Congrats. I saw your picture on Instagram. But it's time to go. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. I'll see you soon. Have a great Thursday. Bye for now.